So within your bill of material, actually, bill of material is very important. Why? Because it's influence really or driving the inventory level. Not only that, it's also driving the purchase of an item. Not only that, it's really driving the your shop floor. Imagine the case that you are designing something and then you put an item in there which the due time will take, let's say, 4 months. So in this case, the inventory guys will have difficulties in that, and they need to even get their own information about your item in that bill of material. And also it will control not only for, let's say, a single item, but for a regular type of raw material that being purchased, but maybe it has no minimum level in your inventory. So you have to be care about your bill of material. So that's a correct statement. Bill of material drive the affect business operational success. And yeah, we have been speaking about this, that the bill of material, it's required not only an inputs from engineering department, but also it will need a lot of inputs from purchasing, it will need a lot of inputs from inventory people and manufacturing people, procurement people. A lot of people has to be incorporated and collaboration inside the bill of material. Okay. Actually, bill of material has many names. So some of us, they call it bill of material, some of us, they call it bill of manufacture. And there is another name like bill of quantity or MTO, material takeoff, or maybe item master, or maybe item list. And there is also a difference between sales BOM, engineering BOM, and manufacturing BOM. So sales BOM, for example, that we are receiving the finished good items from the sales that will be incorporated in their purchase order, and engineering BOM, what we are creating as engineers inside of our engineering department, and also manufacturing BOM that will need, for example, jigging fixtures or maybe another type of instruction for manufacturing. So there are a lot of types actually of bill of material, not only names. And also, the problem is that we do have multiple sources. So we need information related to the bill of material from engineering department. We need information from ERP. So from engineering department, we are creating engineering BOM using the CAD tool. And from the ERP, maybe some sort of inventory levels or minimum level of quantities that has to be incorporated inside the bill of material. And also, we are managing today the bill of material using Excel, so we could have some sort of Excel that can be given by, let's say, approved vendors. So, using manual methods of collecting and entering items of various bill of material increase actually the risk. And that's the problem of using Excel, because you are altering information inside Excel, which actually the main source of this information that comes from the CAD. So once you are creating Excel type of bill of material, you just break the link between your engineering BOM and your real bill of material. So you can have a lot of errors in that. And the real, let's say, capabilities or benefits that you're looking for as you are using, if you are using a real bill of material management system, that you are planning purchase of raw material. So if you are into engineering, for example, you are creating your engineering bill of material, and this will be shared with the procurement guys. So they will have a better overview of planning when and what are the quantities that need to be purchased. And in this case, of course, they can estimate the cost of these materials, and they can gain a control level, a better control level. And this can track and plan the material requirements and maintain the accurate records inside of your inventory levels. It's all about, let's say, inventory, and what's really trigger that inventory is the bill of material. So the benefit of using SOLIDWORKS, or maybe the capabilities, the extra capabilities that you can get while managing your bill of material using SOLIDWORKS Manage, is that you can manage your bill of material configuration and variance, which means that, let me explain what does it mean variance. So we do have an engineering BOM, for example. So this engineering BOM comes from the CAD. And we do have a manufacturing BOM, and this manufacturing BOM is required for production people. And those are, we can consider them as variant type of bill of material. At the end of the day, they are linked to the same item, which is designed by you, for example, and then it has to have the same source of information while they are variant. And another example of variant bill of material, that you are exporting your bill of material to Europe, while in this case you have, let's say, some little bit configuration different than exporting the same design to US. So within SOLIDWORKS bill of material management, you can create, edit, and compare BOM. So you can compare multiple versions of the BOM, or also you can compare different type of configurations and variants of the bill of material. And it's automatically or selectively create SOLIDWORKS configuration according to the SOLIDWORKS configuration. We know that in SOLIDWORKS you can create one file with multiple configuration, and these configurations are actually different sizes of the same part, so different configurations, for example, or maybe different colors, or maybe different materials. So while importing the SOLIDWORKS item or the SOLIDWORKS CAD file into SOLIDWORKS Manage, you have the choice either to read all of these configuration as one item, or maybe let SOLIDWORKS Manage split each and every configuration as separate item. And it's, of course, driving the bill of material of SOLIDWORKS. That included, of course, the part numbers. So let's see that in action. So in here, for example, I'm just going to show you what does it mean bill of material view. So in this case, I do have a bill of material in SOLIDWORKS Manage, and maybe I will need to add a non-CAD item into that bill of material. So this can be done easily. So you can have a bill of material that comes from or drive it from SOLIDWORKS, and also you can add to that a non-CAD items. And how can we do this? In SOLIDWORKS Manage, also, yeah, this is another example of creating a task according to the bill of material. So I can assign task according to a bill of material. We have been speaking about task. And how can we create different variants of the bill of material inside SOLIDWORKS Manage? So I have here a CAD model that's showing, let's say, a car seats. And within that design, I did not create the seat build. I did not create, as a CAD, I did not create, for example, a jigs within that design. However, I need to drive the manufacturing bill of material, which is a different variant, according to the engineering BOM, while adding additional items to be useful for manufacturing people. So, for example, I need to add the instruction type of document to show them how can they assemble these components together. And also, I can add different type of jigs and fixtures. And within SOLIDWORKS bill of material management, you can compare easily between different variants or between different versions of the bill of material. Even the bill of material itself can go through a process.